Welcome back to my channel, y'all. We're here to talk about AEW Double or Nothing. Tonight, it's going to be a great pay-per-view. I'm excited to see it. You know your boy had to come in with his predictions that didn't really go well last time, if you remember correctly, but let's see if this time I'm going to do better. Let's talk about Mick Foley hosting the buy-in. That's sick. He's a legend. The fact that he's interacting with AEW is amazing. It's so amazing that he's giving AEW its flowers and he's going to be a part of the show, and I'm excited to see how much more he'll be able to contribute to AEW and see if he becomes a weekly member of the show, you know? I would love to see him on the commentary team. Maybe get involved with MJF. We'll see. But let's go ahead and get started with the buy-in because there's a few matches that we need to talk about. Starting off with Boom and Doom and the Conglomeration versus Shane Taylor Promotions. We already know how I feel about AJ and Big Boom and the Rizzler. We're huge Rizzler fans. These guys are like undefeated in the pre-show for any pay-per-view, so I don't think it would be smart to predict against them. So we're going to pick Boom and Doom and the Conglomeration. They're goofy wrestling. We love that stuff. And honestly, those guys have been great to start up any show. I got to see them in All In Texas. They got us pumped before we got to see crazy matches, so kudos to them. Next up, we have Divine Dominion versus Viva Van and Zeta Steel. Personally, the name says it itself. It's a 5-minute tag team eliminator match. I'm pretty sure Zeta Steel is going to lose, and that sucks. We love Zeta Steel here, but honestly, I do think the way Divine Dominion is moving, it's going to be a squash match. Divine Dominion is going to win this, so let's move on. In the poster, there's Ops versus the Death Riders, and I'm not sure if we're going to get an actual match, but if that is the case, I do believe the Death Riders are going to win just because I think the Ops are really good. Maybe the Ops might pull some bullshit and win and start up a new rivalry because it would kind of be weird to squash them right off the bat, but to me, in my opinion, the Death Riders are just too evil. You can't out evil the evil. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on to the pay-per-view and move on to the main pay-per-view predictions. We're going to start off with the women's 4-way match between Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, Sheeta, and Tekla. Personally, I don't think Tekla's losing this belt. I think she's going to win the match. I just think that the women's division's gotten pretty banged up right now with a lot of girls out like Toni Storm, Mercedes Moné, Willow. So I think these women are really the best of what we have right now, and putting them together in a match is going to be really interesting to see who comes out on top. I still think Tekla will, but it might set up some storylines that we might find interesting for later, so we'll keep an eye out. Next, we have Kyle O'Reilly versus Jon Moxley, and I think these two, every time they get in the ring together, have the best kind of match you can possibly think of. These guys take it to the limit, and I love Jon. I love Kyle. Kyle, I'm happy he's getting more TV time in matches because he's such a special wrestler and such a special guy. I'm so happy to see him take this. I do think he's going to take the L. I'm not excited to see that, but Jon Moxley's just on a different level, but we'll see. It's definitely going to be a long match. Continental rules, we'll see, but I think Mox is going to retain that Continental belt. Moving on to FTR versus Coping Christian I Quit match. This one's going to be wild. I'm going to definitely keep my eye on this one. I just do think FTR is going to walk away with the victory on this, and here's what I explained is probably going to happen. I do think that FTR will put Cope in a situation where he's going to try to save Christian,